Let's be real, you already know what you need to change. But every single time you get close, you suddenly find yourself distracted. You've made the decision, you've felt the spark, you've got excited, you've got motivated. But now, you're scrolling mindlessly on your phone, you're binge watching shows, or you're suddenly feeling very motivated to reorganize your closet when it has absolutely nothing to do with your goals. Does this sound familiar to you? Well, if so, this is because these are all just distractions, a sneaky form of self-sabotage, keeping you from doing the real uncomfortable work required for transformation. But here's the truth. Change only happens when you stop numbing yourself with distractions and you start living intentionally. So in this episode, I'm going to be giving you some powerful daily life hacks that are going to help you to break free from distraction, build actual momentum towards your goals, and stay committed to your next level. So if you're ready to stop falling back into your old patterns and start showing up for your future self, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and let's dive straight in. So I want to begin with the fact that distraction is a form of self-sabotage. You might not realize it, but constant distraction is often a really sneaky way that your subconscious mind protects you from your discomfort. So you've already tried maybe just a little, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow, and you've managed to stay focused and stick with the plan. But then your subconscious mind's like, we're going to have to try something else now. So what? Distraction. It's simple, especially in this day and age, okay, with smartphones, with everything at our fingertips. So when you know that you need to quit unhealthy habits, step into your higher self, suddenly, have you ever felt this? You feel the urge to scroll Instagram or one of those apps, snack mindlessly. You go through into the kitchen, open the cupboards, the fridge, see what's in there, make a cup of tea, or fill your schedule with just meaningless tasks, or all the little things you had to do. The silly little things that you never got around to. I'll just do that first. Now, I totally understand because I have done this. And you know what? It feels easier. Feels is the key word here. It feels so much easier to distract yourself than actually face the inner resistance that comes with growth. It's really uncomfortable. But what's the cost for you? You lose time, you lose momentum, you stay stuck. I want you to think of it like going to the gym. You know you need to start that new fitness routine, but instead you get very inspired to deep clean your entire house because it's looking really messy today. That productive distraction might feel good, but it's really just a delay tactic. Yes, there's a positive, but the truth is you're putting off the key thing that you're looking to change. So if you're tired of delaying your transformation, I want you to hit subscribe because today we're going to be breaking free from this distraction for good. And I am going to be sharing tons of tips with you for future to make sure that we do stick to this. So let's move on, okay? I want to share with you some daily hacks that are going to help you to break free from distraction. So if you want lasting change, you need daily tools that are going to help you to stay aligned. Here are 4 simple but really powerful life hacks that are going to help you to keep on track. So number 1, the top one, keep your mind and your hands busy with the right things. So I know I'm talking about distraction being a bad thing, but I want you to build a list of things that you can do that are directly related to your goals. Distraction thrives in stillness. So when you stay intentionally occupied with the right things, what you're doing is you are deepening your sense of, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get there. You're also going to make sure that you're not distracted with the wrong things, okay? That's the key. Choosing productive, growth-driven activities instead of that mindless stuff that just catches your eye and you're going to waste time on and never realize that, it's just sheer nonsense, let's be honest. So, for example, if it was health related, go for a walk or a stretch instead of scrolling. Just have a rule. I don't scroll. I don't do it. I don't use my phone for that. Instead of binging a show, listen to a personal development podcast, maybe when you're on a walk even or whatever, maybe not. Instead of grabbing your phone, pick up a journal and write your future plan, like what you're going to be doing inspiration that you have related to this. So for example, let's say you're trying to cut back on late night snacking. Instead of sitting around just battling the urge, distract yourself with self-care. So maybe do a face mask, take a long bath, paint your nails, something that just distracts you and reminds you, actually, my body is valuable, my body is so worthy, I really care for myself, so I'm going to do something more productive. It doesn't need to be running on a treadmill. It could just be doing things that you enjoy. It could be having an early night with a book. Whatever you feel is adding to your sense of self and taking you one step closer towards your goals. The problem was the snacking, so how can we replace that with something positive that's going to help you wind down and help you get a better sleep? So if you're finding these tips helpful so far, don't forget to hit that like button, let me know, and share this with someone who needs it. Okay, here's another one for you. I want you to think about the opposite of the old habit. So if you want to rewire your patterns, you need to disrupt them. That means that you're going to do the complete opposite of what you'd usually do when you feel triggered. So if you used to crave sugar at night, drink a tall glass of water and brush your teeth early. You're not going to want to eat a single thing after that. Trust me. If you used to stay up late night scrolling, commit to a relaxing nighttime routine instead. Get a book, get a nice dim light, something that you really enjoy, get cozied up, get your hot water bottle and be like, no, we don't scroll, we do this. If you normally isolate when you're overwhelmed, call someone who you know would support you, even if it's not necessarily to speak about this, but just for that collaboration, that connection. Or even like plan a community class or something in the local area that you're interested in. When I was trying to cut back on late nights, I just used to stay up with my husband and I would be watching Married at First Sight. It's like we would stay up till 9 o'clock and watch it, and it was like that one guilty pleasure. But what I decided was, I thought, this is just rubbish. I'm not getting to bed till way after 10. I'm tired in the morning. It's taking me longer to wake up. So what are we going to do about this? Well, I've decided we're not going to watch it tonight. We're actually going to watch it the next night, and we can watch it 7:30 when the babies are in bed. That way we all get an early night. We can wake up fresher the next day. It's all good. And since deciding to do that, after a few nights, it was hard the first few nights, but then I decided, no, I'm going to do some reorganization. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do various things to get ready for the next day. And after a few nights, it was like, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. I hated the thought of waking up tired. So then it eventually got to the point where we're like, right, we're not watching this during the week. We're just going to leave it for the weekends so that we have something to watch on the weekends. And then we're just going to do all our productive things and good routines throughout the week. So it can happen really easy for you. That's just one example of things that can help you and how you replace them quickly. Okay, I'm going to give you another couple more before we move on. So self-care, okay? Old patterns leave energetic gaps, and if you don't fill them with positive habits, if you're removing something, then you're just going to naturally fall back into them. So I want to think about nurturing self-care rituals that are going to help you to replace these self-sabotaging behaviors. So if you're thinking at nighttime, okay, I'm going to scroll, well, stretch, meditate, light a candle, get your journal. Just like I say, get a lovely salt lamp like I have, a lovely book that you want to read, an audiobook, podcast, something you're really interested in, and get that one. I promise you, when you're lying in your bed, you're all cozy, you've got that going on, you're just going to want to go to sleep and you're going to feel so good and your body's going to thank you for that. Tempted to skip your morning routine? Just wake up, play calming music or affirmations, slow down intentionally. If you're thinking about backing out of a growth decision, again, do your short breath work session, reconnect with your why, or even just that positive self-talk. I know we've done this before. I know you're thinking about changing your mind, but let's not slip into this habit again because you're doing so well. And let's talk about why we're going to continue. Your why is always so important. Okay, I'm going to give you one final one, which is creating a no-escape environment, okay? So I want you to eliminate easy outs so that you can't backtrack into your old behaviours. So clear your space, remove the things that are going to trigger you, remove the junk food, remove distracting apps, remove any triggers that are going to basically stop you in your tracks and get you to backtrack. Pre-plan your schedule. Block out time for your new habits so that there's absolutely no room for distraction, and you don't have to do this for a lifetime, but it's literally just for a short time until you get over this roadblock of starting your new habit. Then it's about creating accountability. So tell a friend or join a group that holds you to your commitment. There's tons of these online that you can join, and you can even let us know in the comments what you're committing to today. So for example, if you were committing to an alcohol-free month with a look to doing, a view to doing that longer term, you could just remove all of those drinks from your home. And it makes it so much easier to stay on track when the option isn't there. And on the nights where you normally do that, plan in activities or things you're going to do that kind of inspire you to get you started, and make sure that it's not even on your mind. So if you're ready to commit to a life free from self-sabotage, I want you to drop an emoji in the comments and share what habit you're transforming. Now, before we finish today, I just want to share with you that you are stronger than your distractions. You're way stronger. And I promise you that if you stick with this for just a few short days, you're going to feel massive changes in your life. The next time you feel yourself reaching for your phone, snacking out of boredom, or falling into an old pattern, just pause and ask yourself, am I distracting myself from the change that I know I need? What can I do right now that aligns with my future self? Because the more that you replace self-sabotage with intentional action, the faster you are going to step into the life that you've been manifesting. I promise you. So if you're committed to breaking free from distractions and becoming the highest version of yourself, hit subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss an episode in this series. You're transforming. I know it. I can feel it. Keep going, and I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to check out the links below for your amazing gifts, such as a manifestation bundle, which I know you're going to adore. See you in the next one.